Honestly, I think the saving grace to put a stop to the pedophilia movement and the human trafficking is guys like you.
Well, I appreciate that.
I don't think they look like Navy SEALs. I don't think they look like me. I think they look like you. I think they fear the hell out of people like you. And by the way, you know how they took down the mob?
Yeah.
You know the story how they took down the mob. You know who Rudy Giuliani learned how to go take down the mob?
Yeah, I don't know every detail, but yes.
There was a professor at Rutgers University that, I think it was, can you type in Rudy Giuliani, Rutgers mob? Rudy Giuliani, Rutgers mob. Zoom in a little bit to see if there's a story of mob, but there's a Rutgers professor. Type in professor if you can. Rutgers professor mob. Zoom in, see if that story's out there or not. Okay, I'll find it. Anyways, Rudy Giuliani is trying to find out how to take down the mob. This professor gets a hold of him and says, the way you're going to do it is through, what do you call it? Through RICO laws. And Rudy says, how do we do that? Anyways, the guy eventually coaches him to be able to find out how to go take him out with the RICO, and that's how they did it.
Got it. With the RICO Act.
They did it with the RICO Act, is the way they did it. And he was able to get him down based on, and then that was the way 240 guys like this got arrested.
Right.
It's like, oh, shit. And then what happened? Clean up the streets of New York. The mob is gone. Okay? And it's no longer what it was that it was in the early 80s or 70s or 60s, 50s. There still hasn't happened an event like that for 40 years where guys are getting locked up and arrested to say, listen, guys, we're going to leave this business of human trafficking.
Oh, I wish there was. I wish there were. The issue, like I said, going back to what I was saying, is whether they're a big-time trafficker and they're dealing, they're trafficking a ton of women and children, or they're just a single predator/pedophile, or they're a drunk guy which I still think pedophile, even if you're a drunk guy that gets horny and decides to meet up with a child. There's variations of how bad these people can get. Like the sheer amount of them that are willing to meet up with a kid on any platform, it makes me think that this is a problem that I just don't know how. I don't know how we're going to be able to solve it with the law. It's illegal. You could end up on a sex offender registry, but these guys keep coming back. They keep doing it. So I genuinely don't know how to answer that question. I don't know if the RICO Act would solve this one.
No, I'm not asking about the RICO Act at all. What I'm saying to you is, I think guys like you, if 50 of you were part of the I don't give a shit community, which is hard to find that 50. If I was the president, or if the president assigned me to say, hey, I need you to go find out what's going on with, what do you call it, with pedophilia and human trafficking in America. You know what I would do? I'd call you and I'd say, hey, we have 5 other names. We want to have a meeting. I'd have my guys filter you out to see if it matters to you or not. If you didn't give a shit, if you're like, it's honestly right now I'm making so much money, I don't want to get caught up like this. I'm living a decent life. No problem. But I would bring you guys in, 10, 15, 20 of you. I would say, bless you. I would say, I need you guys to be with me here for 30 days. So if you're going to come, you got to commit to being with me in this building for 30 days.
Yeah, I would love it.
I would want all of us in the same building. We can't get out, okay? I'm going to get you food. I'm going to get you a place to sleep. You're going to get plenty of rest. You don't have to worry about that. And we're going to turn you into a hero for figuring this thing out. I'm going to say, what tools do you need? You're going to say, well, if I ask you right now, what tools do you need? What would you say? Technology, what tools would it be?
A laptop. Access to, because we built Pentester, and this is not an ad, but we built Pentester upon the technology I was using to find predators. And we flipped that technology around to help people find their own digital footprint and remove it. So I would say, give me a computer, give me access to my own platform, and then that's it.
Let me get to work.
Yeah, and internet. I need an internet connection, but that's about it. And then,
You're saying within that, if I had a room of 50 of you in the same room, locked up, you can't get out, you're telling me you guys within 30 days, you'd figure out what's going on.
I mean, it's not a guarantee, but I think you have a pretty good shot of it. I mean, I don't know. It's a fictional scenario, so it's hard to know for sure. But
yeah, I think you guys would though.
I believe we would.
think you guys would.
I believe we would, but it would be me. I'd be lying if I was saying for sure, because I don't know the scenario. If there was a case and you said this is the details, here's the exact target.
Everybody has a mission that they're on and a sword that they're willing to die on. Do you have one or no?
My mission is to number one, educate parents and protect children. That's my main life goal at the moment. But secondly, I realize that a lot of my content is very hard and very, very, very tough to swallow type information. So I thought, well, what else can I do to help other people? And my thought was, help people get into cybersecurity because it's the number one industry in the world right now. We need more people doing it, and it's fun. And I love teaching it. I love simplifying it and showing people how much fun you can have doing the right thing. Like, you don't have to take the paths I took as a kid. You can make a ton of money doing it the right way. So I started making 30 to 60-second videos on social media showing and demonstrating these attacks. And I have people walking up to me literally everywhere that I go. You name it, in a public place. Everywhere that I go, I have people coming up saying, I see you online and this and that. There's those people, but what really makes me happy is when they come up to me and they say, that I was their inspiration for getting into cybersecurity, or I'm the reason that they're in college for cybersecurity right now.
It's a very promising career. It's a very promising career to get into as well.
Right, but it's an honor to know that I had a part in that. I'm not going to take credit for it, but to have a part in it.
Inspiration.
It motivates me to keep doing this. Well, hey guys, my name is Ryan Montgomery, also known as Zero Day. I'm proud to be part of the app Minect. If you have any questions regarding child safety, cybersecurity, or even any of the gadgets that you see me use all over the internet, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to help you with any questions or concerns you may have. Stay safe.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.